Hello there and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigerians' leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute wholesome package that comprises brand news, branding forecast, and industry conversation, all in a mix, encompassing thorough and in-depth all aimed at promoting the brand idea. I'm Ogali Mafiru.
It's insightful, it's exciting, it's enriching. It's Marketing Edge on TV, a half-hour TV show on the business of brand management and the management of brand business. Marketing Edge on TV is a potpourri of juicy and exclusive industry news on brands, advertising, media, PR, brand and focus, industry conversation, and the entire gamut of integrated marketing communications business. It's a business show with glamour and grandeur. We serve you hot and sizzling with all ingredients in the mix. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Good to have you back. First on Marketing Edge on TV is brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of advertising, marketing, and communication in Nigeria and around the globe. Now on brand news. Leading telecommunications company Globacom has emerged top in the Statistical Performance Report of Telecoms released by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) for the month of July. The statistical report published by the industry's regulator indicates that Glo was the only network whose subscriber base grew in July, with over 1 million new customers to its customer base. The NCC report also shows that Globacom was equally the only operator that added new data customers during the period. The report indicates that Globacom added 1,07,259 new subscribers to see its subscriber base grew from 50,130,540 in June to 51,137,799 at the end of July. The Registrar of the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, APCON, Dr. Leko Fadolapo, has been honored with the prestigious Marketing Edge Award as the Outstanding Advertising Personality of the Decade. Presenting the award at the APCON Secretariat in Lagos, the Marketing Edge team noted that the recognition is coming on the heels of his professional expertise, which spans several decades, as well as his immense contributions to the industry. Dr. Fadolapo, who was unavoidably absent at the Marketing Edge Brands and Advertising Awards of Excellence, was elated and pledged his commitment to the growth and development of the industry. The Outdoor Advertising Association of Nigeria (OAN) has announced plans to hold its extraordinary annual general meeting on Thursday, 23rd September 2021 at 11 a.m. The event is scheduled to take place at the conference hall of the association secretariat, popularly known as Owen House, located at Kofo Kasumu Avenue, Lakeview, Phase 1 Estate, Lagos. President of the association, Emmanuel Ajufo, during a telephone interview with Marketing Edge, disclosed that the thrust of the meeting is to review the association's constitution and also assess the affairs and welfare of its members in Lagos State. According to the president, all members of the association are expected to be present at the meeting. Africa's largest sorghum multi-plant, Food, Agro and Allied Industries Limited, has concluded plans for its malt extract exportation to New Zealand in line with the government's initiative to diversify the revenue stream of the country, as well as improve economic growth. Speaking during the unveiling of the shipment held at the company's state-of-the-art plant in Sangota, Ogun State, Managing Director of Food, Agro and Allied Industries Limited, Mr. Kyle Muti, stated the malt extract is produced in Nigeria and it is the only unique product nobody else is producing. The product, which we manufacture here with local raw materials, is 100% local sorghum. Explaining further, the managing director noted that the company seeks to use local raw materials to develop a unique product which is useful in the beverage sector and also in the breweries sector. The group managing director, Sona Group of Industries Limited, Mr. Ajay Musadi, who said the product is very unique and joined the federal government to create better infrastructure for easing export activities in Nigeria. But ours brand news. Next is branded forecast after this break.
Everybody want enjoy, everybody want relax, everybody want to glow, nobody want carry last. Oh, no, no, no. Everybody want joy, yeah. Who don't like it better? And if you wanna talk to mommy, seven. If you wanna talk to your daddy, seven. If you wanna run online, yo, seven, seven, seven. If you want plenty data, seven. If you wanna go to seven. One more seven, he says seven, seven, seven. Let me hear you say this supernova. Seven, seven, seven. For easy life in no dirty wahala. Seven, seven, seven. When you use the code, it be like you in lotto. Seven, seven, seven. Let me hear you say this supernova.
The whole sensational world of love, now accessible through one code, *777#.
I need help, so please go to the market and get me everything I need to cook this food. Get my pepper and get my onions. I'm waiting. Do you know how to buy pepper? Do you know how to buy sashimi? You won't even let my mother come and stay. I need help. Do you not know how stressful it is if you're these 3 kids? Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can you
meet.
switch to video call, please? Okay, give me that one. The one by your side.
Where do I buy all these things now?
Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call Madam.
Berekete. The heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
Working out can be exhausting, but I know just what to reach for when my team needs replenishment. I just want to relax and enjoy myself at home. That means it's me, my favorite movie, and my favorite yogurt. Hollandia yogurt comes in 2 variants, plain sweetened and strawberry. Wholesome nourishment from your favorite brand.
No irritation. Yes, Moped.
No irritation. The queen of the revolution.
Moped Ultra Soft comes with 100% nylon-free surface and triple soft wings with no irritation. Your skin will love it.
Big news from Moped. Get new Moped Super Value Pack and save up to 25%.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Now on Brand in Focus. In an increasingly noisy sphere, audiences don't want to walk their way through a quicksand of banner ads to assess the stories they like. They much rather have the meaningful interaction of digital space with ad experiences that are in agreement with the content they're consuming, and campaigns that don't overwhelm but instead get the balance just right. This is especially true if the messaging in question has no relevance to their daily lives or interest. Players across the digital ecosystem have become increasingly aware of this trend, driving a growing interest in attention-based metrics. In today's multi-channel ad world, ad measurements based on clicks alone are fast becoming redundant. In some emerging ad verticals, e.g. the smart home or OOH advertising, engagement simply cannot be captured by clicks. Even where it can, it is not a reliable gauge. Research has shown that digital ad effectiveness is often widely overestimated, with up to 60% of mobile banner ads clicks made by accident. For greater brand resonance, various businesses have cropped up with different solutions and methodologies here, but the underpinning principle is the same. Therefore, the industry needs a deeper, more authentic understanding of how audiences respond to digital ads. According to recent research carried out by GumGum in partnership with Publicis Group, GumGum's rich media format drives on average of 22 times more attention compared to standard IAB formats. However, the debate around attention metrics coincides with another major shift in digital advertising, the death of cookie. With third-party targeting fast becoming phased out, marketers are looking for new privacy-friendly ways to get brands' messages in the right places. Contextual targeting therefore offers a viable alternative here, using technology to match ads with user base not on behavior, but instead content context at any moment in time. Not only is this approach watertight when it comes to a new age of global privacy legislation, but it also conveniently dovetails with the groundwells of interest in attention. The takeaway here is that creativity and contextual targeting can be superpowers of an attention age. Consumers welcome the efforts that comes with high-impact ad formats, the ability of brands' messaging to stand out from the crowd without being a nuisance by falling back on the same overused generic techniques. At the moment, there is no single definition of how attention is measured. Standardizing this will, however, allow advertisers to physically trade on the currency of attention at the platform level with set pricing values. This, in turn, should take into account the broad range of factors that impact attention, from format and targeting to the environment. With our branding focus, next is Industry Conversation, where we interact with distinguished personalities who have been at the forefront in strategic brand positioning and promotion. Today on Industry Conversation, we'll be speaking with the chairman of Sona Group of Companies, Mr. Ajan Meshadani. After this break.
Will this penalty be the decider? What's going through the player's mind here? You could cut the tension with a knife. Is there one more twist in this long, rocky road to the final? And here's the kick, and he scores! They've taken the win, they're through.
Don't worry, my boy. There's always the next time.
It's into Ikalo from the wing.
Join the winning team and stream every match with Glow special data plans. For everything Glow, dial *777#. Great supporters of football. Glow.
Working out can be exhausting, but I know just what to reach for when my team needs replenishment. I just want to relax and enjoy myself at home. That means it's me, my favorite movie, and my favorite yogurt. Hollandia yogurt comes in 2 variants, plain sweetened and strawberry. Wholesome nourishment from your favorite brand.
Here today, gone tomorrow. 'Cause you're volatile like the water. And you promise what you don't know. Sometimes it's right and then it's so wrong. Them go do like say them why. We promise you the world. My brother, all now worship. Up all no be open eye. I see no be water. Like you'll be letter.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Hello there and welcome to Industry Conversation, a segment on Marketing Edge on TV where we interact with high-ranking industry thought leaders who, through their immense wealth of knowledge and experience, have impacted on brand strategic growth and positioning. Well, today I have with me On Industry Conversation, one whom many would describe as an iconic business guru, one whose impact has touched on every facet of the nation's economy. I'm talking about the chairman of Sona Group of Industries, Mr. Ajan Meshadani. So pleased to have you with us on Industry Conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's such a privilege to have you with us.
It's a pleasure.
You're welcome, sir.
Pleasure.
Mr. Ajan Meshadani is the chairman of Sona Group of Industries, one of Nigeria's most diversified and fast-growing groups. The group is presently a leading multi-billion naira business with footholds in the food and allied industries, power generation, agriculture, industrial gas manufacturing, and technologies, to mention a few. So pleased to have you again with us on Industry Conversation. You're welcome,
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Well, it has been a long time coming for you in Nigeria. How would you assess the Nigerian manufacturing sector in this era of COVID-19 global pandemic?
Yes, I think it's a very good question. It has been very challenging, honestly speaking, and the challenges have been restriction, border closing, etc., and that made it also very difficult for us to. Plus, we had to operate according to the requirement of the government. When there's a distance, there's mask wearing, etc. And a lot of people don't like to wear. I mean, a lot of Nigerians you find that they don't even believe that there is COVID here. However, yes, there are some intelligent and educated persons. They will understand what the COVID is and so on, how we must protect. In Nigeria, I would say, yes, they must protect. They must have vaccination to help themselves. And that also helps us back again in labor. Our labor market is very, very important because today workers are great assets for us. When we have workers, when we have good people, it's always a good thing for us. We are able to do well. However, we have a training course and so on. So we like to bring update now. It is important for us to have the efficiency in the case of places like pandemic and so on. These are really good challenges. Yes. It teaches us how to move into that kind of circumstances and try to still find our way to go forward. Yes. Manufacturing, it is a difficult part in Nigeria. Many people told me I'm crazy for having this kind of a manufacturing because you have investment and you have a total so-called long-term investment. It's not so easy to have a long-term investment and easy. But I think having an experience in Nigeria, I've been more than 4 decades. And I see, I study, I love people in Nigeria, I take interest in them, I try to understand their habits, and they're very nice people. So it's easy to know the behavior and all that. And we felt that, yes, we can. The major focus we try to have in industry is when we see, we study a government policy, and we study how the government is going through the economic changes as well as automation. Okay. Apart from that, we also see how economically government is sustaining. That gives us a basis of manufacturing. Anyone that does not consider, in my opinion, the basis where government policies are concerned, he most likely is going to fail. Okay. Now, economically, I can say a little bit adding that economy has been a very big challenge for Nigeria. Number one, you have extraordinary population, which is 200 million. You have neighbors, which are also landlocked, where they do not have a ports, and they find it difficult. And they have to get through Nigeria, upper level, Chad, all that area. And if you see upper north, most of the goods which are manufactured in Nigeria, they are moving to neighboring country. So there's a lot of feed going on from here to other part of Africa, which is good in a way, because this also helps an economy in terms of population. So if you have 200 million, I would consider around 100 million population. So our bases are made on a large scale industry, because you cannot do on a short term, you cannot do on a smaller scale, and it doesn't work in smaller scale. There are two factors in this. One factor, it helps us to enlarge, to reduce the cost for public. Whenever there's sustainability question and people are not having enough money or enough salary, they're not able to cope up. You see everything going up. It's very difficult for people. And you feel it, and you will feel also in our industry. And you always have to strive. How do you reduce the cost for poor man's pocket? And majority is all the poverty, and unfortunately, yes, government is trying, government is doing the best, and government is trying to help the economy. But if your economy is based only on oil, majority of oil, you talk about it, 80%, 85%, it's a one-leg economy, unfortunately. Now, of course, there is a possibility that you can do better in economics if government is going to spend money and open up export market. The manufacturing can further flow, and that will help the jobs, training, and other aspects, which will help Nigeria, and also earning of foreign exchange. And a structure is a major problem still. A structure, for instance, we make items and we have shipped items to the port. There's no ship going from there to other African countries. And it's a problem. Same time, the ship is not only ship, but port congestion. Your container is lying for 3 months, 2 months. Now, you have a government advice, said, okay, you must bring your foreign exchange against the export. We have to comply with the so-called regulation of Central Bank of Nigeria within 90 days. It's not possible. Because if your containers are lying here, first of all, there is a damage to the quality. When you are damage to the quality, you cannot sustain. So these are major what you call challenges where we think that the government can help. Government, yes, government can help, definitely. Government can build a nice other ports, extra port. They should build the railroad. They should bring all the containers now. Today, the cost of manufacturing is growing every day. Many times you get a container from Tinker Island, Apapa, and so on. We have to pay 1.2 million naira for one container. And coming to the road, all of a sudden, you see the road is bad, the somersaulted. You have a damaged goods coming in. So then it creates a problem. This creates a problem in terms of supply of raw material. Supply of raw material is the key in the manufacturing. When you don't get a supply of raw material in time, your manufacturing impact is there. Very, very important. So yes, it has been challenged, and I think yes, as I said, in a hard time we learn. We can only learn on hard time, no other time. That's what I think.
Okay.
In manufacturing.
Okay. You stated some issues that concerns the manufacturing sector in terms of challenges. You mentioned inflation, logistics, and supply inaccessibility to raw materials. Well, what would you say are some of the opportunities? I understand that your companies have devised a way of having access to these raw materials by sourcing them locally. So what would you say are some of the opportunities that exist in this sector?
Since 2005, when we realized the fluctuation in the oil import-export, it was a major problem. All of a sudden, oil will not stand, it will go down to $40. And the government is worried, how do we pay for funds? Government has to borrow. It's a very difficult way to run the industry, especially the industries which are based on imported raw material. Now, so since 2000, I would say 2005, we started thinking how to tackle this problem. So we said, okay, we will base industries only on the basis of between 85 and 100% local raw material. That we decided the policy that the investment will only go to that area and we will not do anything else. However, of course, alongside there are raw materials that you cannot get locally. They are manufactured like packaging. They are manufactured that today if we are making biscuits, and if we are making biscuit, which is 100% local raw material, only some components are imported. But you need a packing. You need a packaging, you need a good packaging to sustain the purity, sustain the freshness. Any moisture from the air, it can damage and you will have a problem with the goods. So good packing is very, very important. And so we went on, for instance, from the aspect from 85% to 100%. Today, I would say plastic industry is based between 85 to 100% local. Okay. And we don't have to import raw material, which really makes me comfortable and gives me a foundation for the future. This country, where you have 200 million people, and I mentioned about neighboring country, you do need the basis of continuity. When you don't have a basis of continuity, you will find it very, very difficult. How do you sustain? Oil prices down, you're not getting foreign exchange, you cannot pay for foreign exchange, you have to borrow money. How much money can you borrow continuously? There's enough to borrow. Yes, there's enough to borrow. But when you borrow money, you'll have to pay. Remember, nobody gives you free. So yes, it is a challenge. So we went on a plastic recycling. And so today I would say, yeah, we do over 10,000 tons of plastic. We look at dumps and all that area, and there are people who have a contract. We give them a contract to bring, we clean, we recycle, and we're able to manufacture. It really, really is helping this economy. So it becomes organic generated economy.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Well, that's the much we can take on Marketing Edge on TV. Do well to join us again for the second part of our conversation with the chairman of Sona Group of Companies, Mr. Ajan Meshadani. Same time next week. I'm Ogali Mafiru.
By technology, innovation and competence, the Corporate Affairs Commission has taken the business environment to the next level. Now, do you know that the CAC has deployed an end-to-end electronic registration solution that allows accredited customers and the general public to initiate and complete registration and then post-registration applications electronically and generate outputs remotely from the comfort of your homes and offices. You're also aware that the CAC has unveiled an electronic certificate that comes with a quick response, QR code, amongst other features. Do you also know that electronic signature is now allowed on the CAC portal? For these and many more innovations, join us every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. on TVC News. Keep a date with us.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up